Hey, we're the little people on the screen over here because Mike is a noob and did not do full screen.
Hey, everybody.
Hey everyone, and hey, it's we kind of tricked them there. We went with just a 1 minute, like a quickie.
Yeah.
1 minute to the 3 minute countdown, which I know we just want to say thank you, number one, for being here.
Yes, thank you.
Don't expect a huge crowd tonight because a lot of people are traveling. It is a holiday. A lot of people started. Michelle's like an hour and a half before work was over. She was like, "I got an hour and a half, and then the weekend begins."
I've just got to make it.
Yeah, so luckily she has Friday off, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, right? It's not next week. The week you're working like a Thursday or anything, is it?
No.
So you got a 4-day weekend. I've got a 5-month weekend so far.
Shut up.
5-day weekend going on for Mike. And I'm really getting bored now. I'm actually working, doing stuff out in the yard.
He painted
our light post, which has not been painted since
we moved in.
We first moved in. This is a little faded, so yeah. I mean, what's a $6 can of paint at Walmart? And took me about 45 minutes to tape it out and paint it. But so yeah, the little honeydew list that it's actually a Mike do list is coming up with. Michelle didn't even say anything about it. I said, I think we're going to paint that one day this week. She's like, yeah, it's a good idea. Go ahead and do that. But yeah, tonight's show, doing something a little bit different. I was cruising through, reading some stuff, and I saw somebody had a list of 2025 things that were banned. And I was like, well, let's just go over the whole Carnival list. I pulled it up, started looking at it, and I was like, oh, I didn't know that was banned. And okay, I knew that was banned, but then I started thinking about it. Have you ever bought anything on the ship that was confiscated or banned? Michelle, don't answer this yet, but Michelle has had her hand slapped. Did you not? One of our first cruises?
Oh.
We'll bring it up later on.
Was not for any alcohol or anything like that.
It was gummies.
It was
not. That's on the thumbnail. The girl that is she's eating a red gummy. That's legal. You can buy it off the internet if you live in those states, but that's what the picture on the thumbnail was. Some people were getting upset about the thumbnail and saying, hey, what's going on with the thumbnail? What's the girl on there for? She was eating a gummy. So it's legal in her state, but you can't do it on a cruise ship.
Not on a cruise ship.
You can do it in port prior to getting back on the cruise ship, but you can't do it.
Shove your face full.
Yeah, get a bunch of that in there. So we're going to go back to the beginning, say hello to everybody real quick, and then kind of go over this list. And hey, if you guys have had anything, once we start talking about this, let us know. Also tell us the things that you think as we go through this list that are banned that you feel like shouldn't be banned. I think
there's something that you think should be.
Yes.
Loud
correct.
kids.
Yes. I want my Bluetooth speakers back too. I know that. That just recently got banned in last year, I think.
But this is something that doesn't have anything to do with banned stuff that I'm happy to hear. I know some people won't be, but that Coke products are coming back on Carnival.
Oh yeah. I mean, I grew up on Pepsi. Happy. Pepsi is the pride of the Carolinas. Back, before, pride, everybody was proud of everything. But when I was a small kid in the 70s, probably early 80s, it used to say it on the bottle, the pride of the Carolinas. Mm-hmm. And Pepsi was, I think, actually Pepsi and Coke. Was Coke? I know the main factory was in Atlanta, but wasn't it? Somehow there's a connection in North Carolina on that too. But the person that invented Pepsi was from North Carolina.
Definitely.
Originally. So that's.
And I'm sorry to my North Carolinians, but Coke just tastes so much better.
I grew up on Pepsi, Diet Mountain Dew, Pepsi. I mean, you had a thing of Mountain Dew and then salted peanuts you put in the top of that, and then you shake. Then you sit there and break your teeth out. That's why everybody in West Virginia and the Carolinas don't have two front teeth. It's from the glass bottles that don't look good.
That does not look good. Stop
okay,
that.
Go that way then.
That is not. No.
So yeah, the glass bottles, when you're trying to get that last peanut stuck in the bottle out, and you're sitting there going pop, pop, pop. Let's get off the subject and say hey to everybody.
I do like Dr. Pepper. Diet Dr. Pepper though.
Ventures Ahead wasn't the first. Old Restless was in here first, but good to see you, Miss Michelle, in here. I think she's got a long weekend too, or at least a few days off.
Good.
Betsy and Mike, I know Mike's over there typing away, maybe doing oral surgery as well, but good to see you back. And they are going live tonight.
Hey,
and I did forget to go back and click on Nightbot to say you guys were going live. So I'll just verbally say it here. At the end of the show, go check out Beach Please on their channel tonight. Miss Barb is in the house. Good to see you, Miss Barb. And MED is in the house. Good to see you. And there's Mr. Old Restless. He said something about it was freaking him out or something about the thumbnail. So I don't know. Adventures Ahead. Does that mean you got a drink there? I don't know. Is that emoji? Some kind of emoji?
Josh, I did not read that before I mentioned that about the Coke.
I'm surprised the whole show isn't about Carnival choosing Coke. We could have done a show on that and how we think it is against. Well, actually, both companies are from the South. So, then we got. I have my Truly, and I'm ready for Josh to start trolling Mike. He's already started. Did that already. So remember, every time that Real Dead is mentioned or Josh is mentioned, you have to take a drink. If you're drinking, if you're not, and you're drinking water, just take a slug of water as well, and just see if you finish the drink off tonight. I did say hello to MED, right? I think I did. And then Blaine is in the house as well.
Blaine.
Hey, on a random note, I want to know what's on the grill tomorrow, and that's the most important thing. Sure. So also I pulled out here a guy I used to work with named David made this. He also made a Lovey's Fat Life on his printer as well. But this is a classic, like, dad grilling thing right here.
Real men don't use a recipe. That's pretty fun.
You don't win friends with salad. Little quotes on here: barbecue timer, rare, medium, well done, or order pizza. And that's got like how many beers? Like, rare is one beer, medium. It's like a high five for your mouth. And it's steak. It's talking about steak. It's got kebabs, body built by burgers. That's me. Make grilling. Josh will love this one. Take a shot. Make grilling great again. And the vegetarians are going to pay for it. Lord of the Grill. You don't win friends. Okay, I got back around there. Okay, let's go ahead and finish going over there. So who else we got on here? Ventures Ahead says, yeah, Pepsi or Coke. Carnival Cruise Addicts. Hey, Michelle, Mike. Hello, how are you doing? Restless says, hey, Real Dead, when's the next Real Dead live? Well, I can tell he doesn't know that tomorrow night we're going live. Michelle, we're going live tomorrow night. It's the first time she's heard that, okay? 9 o'clock. Hey, it's fireworks going on tomorrow night, so we always stay at home with the dogs because the dogs freak out. Here in the South, I'm sure the North too, in the East and West, they pull out shotguns and start blasting them as well. Yep. Will G in the house. Evening, y'all. Good to see you, Will G. Love Will G. Always comments on our videos. I love that.
Thank you.
Even if you don't watch the whole video and you just watch the first 2 or 3 minutes and you give a thumbs up or say hello, I'm saying this to anybody. We love the comments. That does help quite a bit.
Thank you.
Let's see. Low expectations. Josh, we call this a Michelle night. Low expectations for Josh and Michelle. Real Dead. Mike, I love 5-day weekends. Yeah. How about 5-month weekends? Let's see. At Real Dead, if I take a sip of my Truly every time you troll Mike, how long will it take for me to finish it?
Not long.
You'll finish a couple for sure.
You missed saying hello to
the Shows.
Yes.
Shows. How are y'all doing? Hope Amanda and Roy are doing well. Controversial Cruising's in there. Lovey and Michelle. Hi. That's right. And I think, is Scott still on the cruise ship? Or is he getting off? He should be getting off. So I think he's on World America. So I can't wait to see some of his vlogs coming out on that.
So Betsy, you really have had your alcohol taken away?
I have gotten booze I tried to smuggle and taken away. Wow. Don't say that too loud or Carnival might ban you or something. They're trying to knock out the platinum and diamond members there. But wow. Y'all brought handcuffs. Nope. Oh, so this is a guessing game now. Okay. Guess what? Not Mike brought on the cruise ship that got confiscated. Guess what? Michelle tried to bring on the cruise ship that got confiscated. That's the guess, you know. Um, so you sneaked on liquor, and we saw you in your video. I don't know what you're talking about. That was called Buffalo Trace mouthwash. Don't tell the answer to this now. We don't, you know, we're trying to get
I'm
all we
pleading the
can out of
fifth.
this. Now you're gonna tell. She's telling. They took my coffee away on the Jubilee. Oh no.
Your coffee?
Wow.
Your coffee?
Not on a ship, but I have stuff taken at security getting on a plane. Yeah, Anthony got us in trouble one time. He put some kind of, was it hair stuff?
Yep.
He put it in his
It
carry-on.
was like a gel, hair gel.
Hair gel. They like, we went through the whole thing. They stopped it, took us over to the side, and went through everything. I was like, "What are you?"
Threw it away.
And it's our fault. We probably didn't tell him, did we?
I don't think we did.
So that's our fault. Yeah. So when is the Cruise Stock live show going to be? As long as it keeps going up, we're going to leave that one post. But as soon as it starts going down, there's going to be a thumbnail that says Trump has effed all cruisers, and then we'll do a show.
We
on
might
that.
need to sell the stock that we have left.
We might hit $32. We're selling.
We're selling what we have left.
We sold a bunch we had to go to pay. It actually paid for our last cruise.
It did. And it was
sold what, 300, 400? We sold 300 or 400 shares.
Yeah, it got up to $28, and we sold it, and then it immediately like plummeted again. So we were like, yes.
So we're always looking for good investments. Though I mean, Royal's so high we can't buy none of that right now. But like NCL, it's kind of low. You know, it's down there less than Carnival. So I came straight from a cruise port to an airport, and I forgot that I had bottles of shampoo, and mouthwash was over 3 ounces. Yeah, that's what happened with Anthony.
Yep.
So they took it.
Yep,
hello, Miss Tess. Good to see you in here.
Hey, Tess.
Multi-plugs on Royal Caribbean.
They took it?
They took it? Wow.
Oh, that's not nice at all.
Oh, Blaine says he is Team Coke.
Yes, Blaine.
Okay, so the question so far is, have you had anything taken away from you? 24% of you said yes.
That's a big percentage.
It is a big percentage. So we're going to end this poll. And then the next poll question we're going to say is, do you have any stock? No, we're not going to do that. Coke or Pepsi? Pretty easy.
Mary Ellen Dillon said Coke is from Atlanta.
Yeah, that's where they got the big. I don't know if the inventor was. Somehow North Carolina has something to do with Coke too, but I know there's a big battle about that. But I know Pepsi is definitely North Carolina. Coke or Pepsi? Coke. And I got Coke or pizza.
Coke or pizza?
That's what it says up there.
Okay.
Would you take Coke or Pep?
Or Coke or pizza? Can't I have them together?
Yeah. Let's do this right here. Let's start this poll, which I bet you it's 80% Coke on this one, if I had to guess.
You think it's that much?
I think they got like 70% of the market, or 60 to 70% of the market. I mean, they got a huge. So I bet you 75 to 80% is going to be Coke. 70.
Well, that just tells
if
you
I had to guess.
Tastes better.
Okay, Michelle. We know what you're saying, even though you're not a proud Carolinian.
I am very, very proud to be a North Carolinian.
They checked ours to be sure it was USB and not multi-plug, and they didn't take ours. Okay.
Well, ours
less
is
pride
USB
and more work
multi-plug.
days. I'm like, yeah. I mean, I guess that's what some people are saying. I'm telling you what, looking for jobs now, I am noticing how very blessed and lucky I was to have the number of days and weeks off that I had with my previous company, because I ended up getting 4 weeks off, and it's not as much as some people, like 20 days, because I've been there, for 30 years. Plus I got my anniversary date. So I got 21 days off. And some of the companies I'm looking at now, they're like 2 weeks. It's like, that's going to have really no cruise time. And also only like 6 paid holidays. There's like 11 or 12 federal holidays.
Do a little negotiating on that.
Yeah, it has to be. Yeah. Coke is from Atlanta. Also Team Coke. Okay. I don't drink Coke or Pepsi unless it has bourbon or rum in it. This is Coke, and it's got bourbon in it. It's the Coke. One night a week, every Thursday night. Yeah, it's got Coke Zero. Carla's in the house. Good evening, everyone.
Carla.
Watching from the campgrounds of Michigan. Hey, campgrounds of Michigan, the Great North. So you're roughing it out there, right? So is a campground really like a tent, or is it glamping like this really nice RV that's got all the bells and whistles on it, or is it really like a tent and a fire going on at 90 some degrees? Tell us, Carla. We want to know. Is it an RV or a tent?
I
Miss
hope for your
Linda,
sake that it's an RV.
hello.
Hey,
Look,
Linda.
we're at 71% Coke. All right. So if you hadn't voted, vote Coke or Pepsi. Yeah, 70% Coke. Wait, what is Mike doing? Oh, was this back when I was doing the hand gestures? Whoa, what show has this turned into? It must be. Sorry about that. Oh, we know what Mike's been doing with all that time off. I don't know. Anthony's in the house though. Betsy dead. Whoa. Okay. All right. So everybody was making fun. Real Dead live shows Friday night, 9 p.m. Old Restless. Yeah, our one and only fan, Old Restless, got to get in there. I told Josh as soon as we hit a night where there's only like 2 of us in there, then that's it. No more lies. We're cutting out the lies. Drinking Diet Coke here. Okay. That is so cool. All right. So ooh, we got Linda in here. We also got Ronnie. Hope you are doing well. Hope the family's doing well too. I'm still waiting on the invite, Ronnie, to come down there and have some of your barbecue, you know?
Yeah.
Still waiting. Let's see. Coke Zero for me. Yep. That's who I am too.
Me too.
Hey, the Gilberts are in there. Hey there.
Hey,
Love
you
you, Spotlight.
guys.
Hope y'all are doing well. And let's see. If interested in the group cruise on 2/27/27, please check out the link below. You'll have to copy it and paste it in there. You can also go to our Facebook page, homepage, our YouTube or Facebook, and we have a link to the video on that. But that is a dual group cruise in 2/27/27. I know some of you are already asking if we can switch it to MSC. Josh has said that's a possibility. I'm not saying that because Betsy's like done a lot of work on this. So it's still Carnival on the horizon, 2/27/27. Somebody came in today and said, you're going to change it to MSC. Let's see, like the Gilberts, everybody's saying back and forth. Betsy, you should be almost done with one by now. Yep. Sorry, Betsy. She's going to be tore up from the flow up. Okay. Scott's gets off the World America on Saturday. Okay. And yeah, I've seen the shorts coming out. Hello, my friends. Personal message. Oh, gosh. I'm not reading it right now, Josh. I think Josh was going to go watch a live unboxing of a doll tonight. It's kind of weird, but okay. A personal massager? Oh, I thought you said personal message. Oh, sorry. Wait a minute. What's he saying up here? I don't know. I can't click on Josh no more. Weed. You've had weed taken away from you, Ronnie? Really?
That's impressive.
Wow. Wow.
Can't wait to hear this story.
Can't wait to hear this postal story today. Yes, back when I didn't get the drink package, I tried to bring a shampoo bottle filled with booze, and that was the first time we ever got the drink package, and I have not looked back since. Okay. I have to admit, I'm not going to say which cruise line it was. There was some rum runners. Was it one cruise we got them on?
It was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. And Michelle was tore up the whole time. Worried to death about it. Just sweating bullets. So we said after that time we'd never do it. We did get them on. But we said after that we'd never do it again.
We were just seeing if we could do it.
Yeah. It was just early on and we were just being rebellious. Yeah. We threw up a couple of Hail Marys up afterwards on that one. Billy J is in the house. Okay. Ahoy there, everybody. And the real captain is here. That's right. The real captain. Sprite drinker there. That's Anthony's favorite right now. Yep. I like Coke over Pepsi, but prefer Diet Mountain Dew. I'm the same way. I think my favorite is it's close now. It used to be Diet Mountain Dew, but now Coke Zero and about even. I can have either one. Nope. Diet Mountain Dew's got more caffeine in it because it cranks you up. So if there is anybody in here that's a creator, you put hashtag Lovey in here, and then it'll throw a link up to your channel. I don't like diet soda. It's regular or nothing. Okay.
Linda's Team Coke.
Team Coke.
Mary Ellen Dylan's
yes, the
Team
Great
Coke.
North. Michigan is a beautiful state. Yeah, Michigan is a beautiful state.
Yeah.
Have not said it was not. I did see a chart the other day that said there was 3 or 4 states that most people are moving to, and North Carolina was one of them.
I believe
It was one of the most, and
North Carolina is beautiful.
it is a beautiful, beautiful state.
Mountains, beach.
Yeah.
I mean, you just can't beat it.
So I get all the federal holidays off and 20 plus one personal day, and 6 hours are separated. Wow.
Where do you work, Billy?
Yeah. I think he works at the Holiday Inn. Or the place that leaves the light on for you. Let's see. The Shalls are saying, okay, I don't get the whole zero Cokes. It has no calories and no caffeine.
Oh, the kind I drink
What's
has
the
caffeine.
point? It's like drinking zero proof beer.
No, I got it.
No, I don't like all the sugar. I don't like the real sugar in it.
Yeah.
Believe it or not. As big as I am, much as I love sweets, I don't like the sugar in drinks. I saw somebody the other day, which was funny. They drank sweet tea for the first time. And I mean, when I was growing up, it was 1 cup of sugar. It was at Dixie, the Dixie Sugar too here in the South. Is that still even a brand?
Yes, it sure is.
But you had you had 1 cup of sugar per gallon of water. And if your parents made it really right, they took the tea bags and the water and they set it out in the sun and let it stay outside.
Oh, my grandmother didn't.
If not, as soon as it came to boil, you took it off, let it simmer, and then you poured it in. But so I grew up on sweet tea. And
sweet tea.
And now I can't drink. I've got family members that have it sometimes, and I try it, and I was like,
it's
like tastes like pure sugar, pouring down your throat.
Drinking syrup.
Yeah. Okay, so we got to get down to the bottom here, so we'll go over this. But yeah, I don't. But some people put some of them put 2 cups of sugars in it.
Yeah, that is
probably a half is okay with me. A half a cup for a whole gallon.
Yeah,
but it's just way too sweet.
So Alma gets 8 weeks off. I honestly don't know how many.
Yeah, I know what Spruce Pines is there, Blaine. Huh?
Ronnie said that Alma gets 8 weeks off. I said, I don't know how many I get.
So when we figured that up one time, I actually got more time off Michelle because with nurses and where she works at,
ours is all,
she has to work so many hours before she earns like 8 hours, right?
So I accrue like 10 hours every 2 weeks.
Sweet tea. Alan's in here. Hey, Alan, how are you doing? He's a sweet tea man.
So
Alan, on your sweet tea, if you make sweet tea, how do you do it? I mean, how many cups of sugar per gallon, or what kind of ratio are you talking about here? Just curious about that, because different people, like even further south in Alabama and Louisiana, somebody got on me for saying bio instead of bayou the other day. They gave me a hard time about that. I said, well, I'm not French. I don't care. No, the weed comment was Michelle got caught and there was a question mark behind it. Oh, okay.
No, Michelle does not try to get weed on.
Okay, so NC Sleepy says from Trinity, right here in North Carolina. That's right. Trinity Bulldogs. We had to whoop up on them in high school. Oh, the glory days. Ledford High School football. So good to see you in the house, though, here in North Carolina.
Yes, thank you for joining us.
Betsy, I know a guy that can transfer for us all. I'll give him a call. Uh-oh, what does that mean? Also, Mike asked us to guess what Michelle got taken away. That's right. So if you know what it is, say what it is, and we'll say if you're right. Michelle did have something stopped trying to get it on the ship, and we'll tell you here towards the end. If we keep saying hellos to everybody, we'll be at the end, and I didn't get to the list. Jay is in here. Good to see you, Jay.
Hey, Jay.
I know it's been a while. Hello, guys. Coke all the way. Pepsi sucks.
Absolutely.
All right, so hashtag love you is in the house. And then we got Nightbot is showing the link there for that. My ex-husband banned me from drinking Mountain Dew when we were married. Too much caffeine. Well, Betsy, you're pretty wired, so I can imagine a little extra on there. I bet you was a little extra. I work at the Tampa Inn. Just kidding. I work for the world's largest credit union, Navy Federal Credit Union. Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah, okay. It's federal holiday. Yeah. I don't like sweet tea. I make sweet tea with, oh my gosh. Blaine says he does it with 2 cups.
Oh! Wow.
Woo!
Blaine,
that's the reason people in the South don't have teeth.
Blaine is definitely a Southern boy.
Ooh, yeah, I know. I got family members that used to use 2 cups. And I'm just like, it's like, you can take your spoon and sit down in it. It'll sit at the top. Don't even go down the bottom. Sugar's so thick on it. Woo! Man, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Oh. Ronnie and Alma
Really,
too.
we were wondering what you do for a living. Okay. 2 cups. Oh, Lord. Man, maybe they're further south than we are. You know, we are kind of northern. Maybe we only go 1 cup up here in the mountains. 2 cups of sugar per gallon. Oh, Lord, that's right. It's sweet. Alma is 10.26 every 2 weeks. Okay.
Yeah, mine's close to that, right around there.
So yeah, we got the president's big. Okay, it's a really big announcement. Big beautiful bill. The big beautiful bill's been taking place, and
Would you
the
behave?
guy pooped his panties and he talked for 12 hours and 34 seconds. But yes, big beautiful bill coming your way. Listen,
he cracks himself.
I'm an independent. I like making fun of all of them, and you can ask Josh Holstead this. Go ahead and take a drink while I said it. I don't give a blank about politics. And if Josh will send me something, I'm like, dude, why do you do that? You know, I don't want to talk about it. I don't care about it. I'm an independent. Quit trying to perverse me one way or the other. Perverse. My guess is scissors. Okay, Michelle's coming. Betsy Extra. Yeah, I know that's hard to believe. We don't make it, but we buy Milo. Yeah, Milo's, that's extra sweet tea. Anthony likes their lemonade now.
And it's sweet.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet too. Yeah. Is it regular? It's sweet.
Oh, it's regular.
Oh, geez.
It's regular.
Okay, so we're gonna have to go over this list real quick. So I'll be on MSC Cruise for the first time July 13th. MSC Seascape Yacht Club. I'll do a review when I get back.
Can't wait to hear
about it. Do that, yes. Call us. We'll bring you on if you want to come on and tell us what it's like.
Yes, Brian, you are right.
Some people like a little tea in the sugar. That's right, Brian.
You're right.
You're exactly right. Josh Holstead. Yeah, Josh Hole. I like calling him holier than Stead because, you know, he's got his own little son. I'll just say son there. Vote for me. We don't drink sweet tea anymore, but we do drink BSK with diet cherry lemon sun drop.
Oh, that sounds good.
Okay.
That sounds good.
I know there's a BSK. I don't know what that. Bowling Springs Kool-Aid. Yep.
Oh.
Billy, I would vote for you. I bet you would, Josh. All right. So let's go over our list.
All right.
Are you going to tell Michelle we're 30 minutes into the show?
You tell.
And you tell.
No, you tell.
No, you tell.
You tell. No.
I can't remember now. Was it nail clippers or scissors?
Those little small.
Those little small nursing scissors, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dressing scissors. Because, I mean, you buy new clothes and take on there. You take the tags off. You always have a reason to have some scissors.
And they had a little thing in her bag, a little letter. Yep. And they kept them. But that's all they did. They didn't make her come get them. Right? No. I think they put it on the thing that you can come get them at the end or something.
But nursing scissors, like dressing scissors, they have a blunt end. They're not even pointed.
They thought she was using it as a roach clip. Is what... Oh, Lord. I think I just... Whew.
Yeah, that was a stinky belch.
I wish y'all could have heard. Oh, Lord have mercy.
That was a stinky belch.
Oh, God. It's
Don't
awful.
Do it again.
Woo!
Stop it. What did you eat?
That may not have been a belch.
Man, what did you eat?
Oh, God. I don't know. It may be Chinese. I may be running the bathroom here. All right. So let's go over our list. Woo! I'm sweating bullets now. That was... Woo.
Can
Lord,
you imagine having to live with him?
Oh, it's so hot in here. All right, so real quick here. We went on a Virgin past April, and our friend had her sisters taken from her. She forgot she had them. Yeah, that's right.
Well, I put them in there intentionally, but I wouldn't have thought that anybody would take my blunt-ended. Stop it.
Her little scissors.
Stop.
Remember the roach? Y'all back in the day, y'all remember the roach clips that people used to have in their cars? Y'all remember that? I mean, they used to hang them with the little feathers on the ends of them. You remember?
Awful.
And you knew when you looked in there and you saw the ends of them were burnt what was going on.
See, even Mary Ellen Dillon knows what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about, Michelle. I'm just having a good time.
Oh.
Don't take a blue wrench to the port on you or it will be confiscated. That's right. Billy J tried to sneak a blue wrench on. All right, so let's go over the list right here. This is the list of things. Prohibited items.
Prohibited.
This is Carnival Cruise Line prohibited items. Any illegal narcotic drugs, including synthetic designer drugs, marijuana, cannabis derivatives such as I'll let you read that CBD. I'm not gonna read over this whole thing. We'll be here all night long.
No medicinal, not even medicinal marijuana.
Yeah. So listen, no drugs. So I'm sorry, some of y'all that live in these great states like Alaska and Michigan and
some people get
Colorado,
it on because we smell it. Even it gets past the dogs.
They get it on somehow. Maybe they stick it up their butt and get it, pull it out once they get on. I mean, they do that in prisons, what I hear. I mean, I don't know. All right. So all weapons and any item made, adapted, or intended for use as an offensive weapon. Firearms, including replicas, spears or spear guns, crossbows, crossbow bolts, longbow arrows, blunt weapons, including knuckle dusters, brass knuckles, clubs.
What are these things?
Like Carnival's trying to take the fun out of everything. Nunchucks, nunchaku.
What are cautious?
Oh my gosh. BB pellets, rifles. This is coming from a company that used to allow you to shoot, take your shotgun and shoot clays off the back of the ship, right?
Oh my gosh.
Can y'all believe that? So listen, butt drugs. Yeah, butt drugs. We were at Dad's house weekend, and I wore the roach clip in my hair in my first grade and had no idea school. Gotta love North Carolina, baby. I sent my daughter with a roach clip in her head. That is a funny story, NC Sleep. I love it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So basically weapons are not allowed.
Yes. I can understand that.
Also, I don't know if we're going to get on here though, but like even some masks are not supposed to be on there.
Yes, that is true. Halloween masks.
But like Halloween time, everybody's bringing masks. Like, you're really not supposed to wear them.
I guess my scissors were considered blunt weapons.
Yep.
A blunt weapon. Okay.
So
wow, this is a long
all
list.
items containing incapacitating substances such as gas, guns, tear gas, sprays, mace, phosphorus, acid. That means I can't go in there because I'm full of gas.
You are full of.
I am full of gas. A lot of bad stuff tonight. Pintos, whatever, sausages.
And you might be using
Did I just say sausages?
Yes, you did.
Oh, geez.
And you might be using it to maim people or disable them.
That's right. But also it says tear gas, sprays, and mace. Now, how many women have the little mace thing that's on their key ring or something, You
better not take it.
I mean, you used to have one all the time on you. I don't know if you still do, but
yeah, I don't have it anymore. I don't know what I've done.
No, does any of the ladies carry that on them? The little thing of mace that you can spray, when you go walking or running or I don't know, frolicking through the park or something. I don't know.
Cooper.
Back in the day, you could buy them at the flea markets with all kinds of feathers attached. That's right.
Yep.
The 80s ruled. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I can see like every rock band, heavy metal 80s band had the big, thing from the earring down that had the big feathers down on it, the roach. Oh, yeah. That was a good time.
Michelle just bought mace today because she walks at night.
Is baby oil allowed? Asking for my friend P. Diddy. Probably is allowed. That's awful.
I'm going to let's continue on.
Yeah, let's go on. All ammunition. So you can't have any kind of ammunition.
All right.
All explosives, including imitation explosives. What is imitation explosives?
I don't know. Do imitation explosive actually explode?
Oh my gosh. Can my wife still take her pocket rocket? Wow.
Well, that would be embarrassing to try to claim
I've heard
that.
a lot of things, but I don't know about that. Thomas Brindle says, my mother used 1 cup sugar to a gallon tea. It was yeah. Also,
Winston-Salem.
Winston-Salem. Hey, Winston-Salem,
That's
North
us.
Carolina. That's us, right? 2 miles down the road in
Yep.
Tobaccoville, North Carolina now. But
Yep.
yeah, we grew up in Winston-Salem. Alan, why not? But are you taking lithium batteries? Because I don't think you can take certain
Yes.
batteries in here that have certain type of batteries in there.
Well,
I
hope that doesn't have
don't know.
lithium batteries.
Maybe it's sun charged. You can put it out on the deck, stick it to the put a magnet on the end of it and stick it up on the dock or the window. You know.
Won't that get some attention?
That'll get a lot of attention. Oh Lord, we're going to hell.
Oh gosh.
Lord have mercy on us. Fireworks, flares, or pyrotechnics. Wow.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, I don't know, but that's a tough one right there. You got me when you can't have 12-gauge shotguns on the back. You know, I mean, that's, you know.
You think a bunch of rednecks are going to come on with their...
Dude, if you had a redneck cruise, you could take the Carnival Sunshine when they want to, give it away and send it to India. Park that thing somewhere in the middle of North Carolina, kind of like the Ark in Kentucky. Park it somewhere in the middle of North Carolina, South Carolina, somewhere. People would pay to come there and stay there. Let them shoot off way out in the middle of the country. Put it out in the woods. Let the clay, put deer out there, turkeys out there. Just let them shoot away at the plastic and it would make a ton of money. Carnival, I'm telling you.
I'll have to pass.
You wouldn't want to do that?
No.
People go out to California, get on the ghost ship now, and it ain't selling nowhere. It's just docked right there on the water, paying big money.
No, I don't.
Do it out in the middle of the woods somewhere, Okay.
Hey, Anthony.
Hey, Mr. Anthony Simone. Good to see you in the house, buddy. So is that a pocket rocket in your pocket, or are you happy to see me? Oh, me. All right, get our minds out of the gutter.
Yeah, we went.
Okay. Alcohol,
to a bad place.
Hard liquor, and beer. Compressed gas tanks, bottle cylinders, including dive tanks, propane tanks, aerosol cans, refer to exemptions. We've never tried any kind of like Lysol, but I
do too.
You have a little thing?
I have several little things.
You got the spray, the wrinkle release, but that's just a squirt bottle, right?
But I have those little small Lysol cans that I take every single time it's in my, my
illegal. Michelle's illegal.
I'm sorry.
You're illegal.
I didn't know.
We got Teapot in here. Hey, Teapot. I'm a little teapot, short ends. Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Mike, we could have been kicked out of the casino the night we all got drunk on Royal Princess. I was yelling at the dealer, AK Pit Boss, Ace Dealer. Yeah, you were. You're offensive with those guns you got too. Those guns, those weapons you have there. We bring wrinkle release in a spray can.
You're breaking the law.
Breaking the law. Hey, who likes Judas Priest from the 80s?
Where did that come from?
Judas Priest, breaking the law. Judas Priest, Rob Halford. Rock on, dude. So wine or champagne beyond the allowable limit of 750 milliliters.
You skated right over that alcohol and beer. I know you said it, but then you just kept right on going.
I don't think Betsy's already told her thing. I've told my thing. So what else is left to talk about?
I don't know.
Anybody else on here want to admit that they've gotten alcohol onto a ship?
Well, I'm sure that is the most prohibited thing that
yes, I would say the number one thing that people sneak onto the ship that they probably shouldn't is probably alcohol. Yes. If I had to bet.
Yes, hard liquor,
and that's why Buffalo Trace. That one little bitty airplane bottle. Ooh, knowing how the mouthwash combined has way more alcohol in it than that one, but it's the thought. I get it. Anybody else tried to get anything else? We used to take it all the time. The shows come up and says we used to take it on there all the time. Okay, yeah. Gregory says if they could outlaw legacy farming equipment.
Wow.
All
right. If you get your toolkit, Ronnie, if you get your toolkit, then how come my scissors got taken away?
What, Ronnie says he got a toolkit on there? I've always had my toolkit with me. No one has ever said anything about it. I have scissors, screwdrivers, and wrenches.
I'm sure all that stuff falls in there somewhere.
He's probably federally protected since he works for the feds. We used to take it all the time. Teapot. We got 2 bottles of wine on every time. Okay.
Illegally?
Well, no, you can take 2 bottles of wine on every time.
Oh.
Yeah, we're talking about what you illegally get on. We never tried to sneak it on. Well, a lot of times you get free stuff there, Josh. So that's probably why you don't have to. Why do you need all that, Ronnie? For safety, okay, electrical and household appliances containing any kind of heating element, such as irons, clothes steamers, immersion heaters, heating blankets, water heaters, coffee machines, hot plates, toasters, humidifiers. There was somebody one time to try to get a crock pot on.
I heard that. Who was that said that?
I don't know.
I remember hearing that too.
Oh, a little slow there, Teapot, but I got you now.
So you took your legal and illegal wine.
There's something about that they can do now where when you lift it up and do it, if it gives, I can't remember, Betsy's probably the expert on this. If it gives off bubbles, it's wine, but if it doesn't give off bubbles, it's bourbon or hard liquor. So I heard that's the way they look at it. They turn it upside down if they see the bubbles.
So if you're trying to get hard liquor in a wine bottle, that's how they tell.
Yeah.
Because they make.
But if it's a certain color or something like that, it's harder. And the bottle's a certain color, it's harder to tell. But yeah, you can all buy those little kits that you put on the end and you heat seal it. Because when I used to can barbecue sauce, I would buy those in seals, and you take basically a hair dryer and blow. It'll seal it for you.
So Teapot gets 2 scissors on every trip.
Well, Michelle, they must have thought Michelle looked like, she was probably raging that day.
I must look sketchy.
Yeah.
Dang. So Gregory
also,
says,
I think Nancy tried to take a George Foreman grill too. Are you serious? George Foreman grill? So then it is, but if it is in dark green glass, see, that's what I was saying about the different colors. Maybe they're trying to keep their barbecue warm with that crock pot. Oh, God, no. Well, they're probably trying to help Carnival out by cooking it in the crock pot, because that's how they cook it. I might be crafting on the ship. Real men craft, my friend. Yeah, okay, Ronnie. I do like his little crafting book. He takes a lot of time and does this. Really neat. We took wine on a cruise this year, and they flipped the bottles. We was like, what the hell, man? Yeah, that's something about, I've read somewhere where they take it and they turn it upside down. And if I can't remember which one is, one of them is supposed to put more bubbles off than the other. I guess it's maybe it's the wine.
I have no idea.
I don't know. Sewing, real men do not craft, we gamble. Oh. Well, I think Ronnie's probably going to say real men drink. Sewing scissors and a pear and a nail kit. Okay. Someone complained to John Hill because their Mr. Coffee Maker got taken away. Yeah, you gotta hate it when you're Mr. Coffee Maker, Or the yuppies will come in with the Keurigs, I can't have I gotta put my little pot in there. Just add some carbonation to the bottle. Problem solved. Okay. So let's see, for safety reasons, electrical heating pads are not allowed to be used on board. We recommend a refillable heating pouch that can be filled with hot water, disposable heat therapy.
Well, those are no good.
Yeah, that's not.
There's no microwave on there to get it warm.
No, but that hot water coming out of that thing, it'll scald you coming out of the shower. Handcuffs or other restraining devices.
Wait, you missed out on knives, scissors, and open razors.
Oh, I'm coming back up to that.
Oh.
Handcuffs or other restraining devices. Now, who wants to admit in here they've been caught with handcuffs?
Wait a minute. Did you look at that?
Plastic or metal? No, the plastic ones work well. Let me just tell you that.
You do? Who have you tried that on?
Oh. All right, next subject.
No, let's go back up. Large scissors used by scrapbook and quilting enthusiasts are at times permitted with prior notification from the security services.
So Ronnie is messaging him ahead of time saying he's crafting.
On board as the same manner as dive knives.
So
So-
Ronnie is going back and getting a scrapbook whenever he wants to, and quilt whenever he wants to craft and quilt scrapbook. You can use scarves instead of handcuffs. I've heard.
Oh.
Hmm.
Okay.
Mike, we should hold a time on a sea day where we can play cards and have others join us from a group cruise. Look, Josh is coming in with the real dad thing, talking about the group cruise in 27. Okay, Josh.
Do you know that's the first group thing that he usually
Yeah,
is so
Josh is
anti.
Mr. Anti-group activity
Yes.
things, and now he's going, oh, we can gamble together, though. We can all get together and gamble. So D and J got their scissors confiscated in Tampa.
Ooh.
Where did we get ours confiscated at? Do you remember?
I don't remember what.
Maybe in
port it was.
Tampa. All right, so
Betsy only has one sip left of her Truly.
oh geez. So satellite dish, routers, and other internet related equipment. So let me just say this. I have heard some people sneak those on. I'm not going to mention names, but I know of at least two different families that have taken routers on.
And it works.
And one even took a Starlink on. Yes, and it works. And yeah. But yeah.
Wow.
I think one of them got busted, but the other one didn't. And one I think still does it. I'm just so honest looking. Ronnie says he's just so honest looking, so he don't get in trouble with it. So let's also go up here. Okay, we're going to read the big one up here and we'll come back down. Knives, scissors, and open razors. Recreational dive knives are allowed, but must be held in the cut. You already jumped in on that, didn't you?
Just the latter part.
Okay.
Where it talks about scissors.
Large scissors used by scrapbook and quilting enthusiasts.
So you can have dive knives and large scissors, but they have to hold
Check
them
'em
for
in.
you. Mm-hmm.
Look at this.
They have to be checked in and out.
I may have brought a router on and it may have worked. Huh.
Okay.
Wow.
Damn.
And
That would save us a lot of money.
there's another. I saw Parker's on the Go came out with a video with another way of getting internet without buying the internet on the ship. I'm gonna research that a little bit because, you know, with all three of us, if we get the internet,
It's expensive.
It can be
It's crap.
$400 or $500.
And they're making like hand over fist, and that's wrong. But anyway,
self-balancing hoverboards and air wheels. Emergency position indicating radio or beacons, communication scanners, wideband receivers, satellite phones, transformers, lasers, and laser pointers.
wow. Okay.
Laser and laser pointers. I actually saw that one time on a ship, somebody doing that, and that's not good. Especially when you got some of them are doing like, in the main theater, and they're doing
Yeah.
the acrobats and stuff, and then somebody puts something in your eye. I mean that's not good.
I'm not sure why anybody would want to bring curtains, drapes, or hanging room dividers, though.
I do think it's funny when people bring stuff on board, but then complain when it's taken. That's right. I agree. Marty McFly would not be happy about the no hoverboards. That's true.
True.
Yep. So satellite dish routers. Okay, we already said that. Curtains, drapes, or hanging room dividers.
Who would come up with that?
I don't know, but I mean, you've seen on some of the ships, people take their freaking mattress and put it out on the balcony.
Well, that's only on the poop cruise.
No, there's been other cruises where they take it out there.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
So boom boxes, radios, and all types of speakers, including Bluetooth, portable, and wireless.
That's sad.
That's, I've never had an issue hearing somebody else have theirs too loud. And we used to bring on a Bluetooth and keep it in our room or on our balcony. We kept it at a low level.
Yes.
When we went to Princess Keys one time,
we did.
I would play Kenny Chesney. We had
Yes.
it. Yeah, we had it playing right, had it down low where nobody else could hear it.
Right between our chairs, so it was just us
Right.
hearing it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know people say, well, you can just listen to your phone and have it on there. Well, we could, but it don't sound as good,
No.
So that's the only one I disagree with.
Yes, some people are obnoxious,
but I've never heard that. Yeah, I guess Betsy has. I've never heard anybody obnoxious with their speakers.
I guess most things.
Have you ever heard it?
I don't think so, but You know how there's always a group of people who are obnoxious and
If they
ruin
allow it, they'll ruin it for everybody.
They'll ruin it for everyone.
Candles and incense.
All right, I got that one.
But yours is not real candles.
Well, I think real candles are what they are saying that you can't
Right.
have.
But you
This
bring the battery ones.
It's
Just
a
nightlight.
fire hazard.
Right. So then we got on here. What are you laughing at?
Inflatable kiddie pool.
Inflatable kiddie pool. Somebody's got to get their beer somewhere. Hookahs. Okay, we understand that. Any footwear with wheels such as Heelys.
Yeah, I'm not sure why anybody would want to bring helium-filled balloons either.
Yeah. Surfboards, boats, and canoes. I can understand that. Fish of any kind. If fish are caught during an excursion, they must be shipped home. Yeah, I mean,
Fish of any kind.
Yeah. Hookahs or hookers? I think they go hand in hand, don't they?
Oh, Michael.
I mean, usually, I don't know.
Okay, Betsy, we're okay. Aerosol cans containing personal grooming products are allowed. Maybe they'll let us on. They'll call our Lysol and our wrinkle stuff grooming products.
Yeah, personal grooming devices such as hair dryers, flat irons, curling irons, shavers, and other electrical devices such as fans, no longer than 12 inches in diameter, power strips, multi-plug box outlets, adapters, and extension cords without surge protectors are allowed when used with proper caution. However, if such devices are determined to pose a hazard, they will be removed. So one thing we did one time is we brought the big extension cord because we always had to ask for an extension cord for the CPAP machines. And we took the magnets and put them up on the ceiling because there was no plug right behind the bed. You know, to me, Carnival, any cruise line, they should do that. I mean, the older ships, I understand it. But even with nowadays, the lamps, just put some lamps in there to have a plug in with it. But we had that going up and over. It was not going to hurt anybody.
Yeah.
Never did come down. And I posted that video in a short, and somebody like freaked out over it. John Hill, I think, went on his thing and said, "No, you can't do that."
No one said anything at the time.
We told our room steward.
Yeah.
Was like we the first time he came in there, I was like, "We can take this down if you bring us one. We put it on the floor." I don't personally like them on the floor because it's a trip hazard. It's a trip hazard. And he said no, he's fine with it. So that's why we left it up. That's why we did the video on it because he said it was okay. Hope he didn't lose his job after that. Let's see. Guests must use earphones when listening to music or watching shows and movies on personal devices.
Before we go, I need to know what a handheld clack or clap fans are. They're not permitted in the nightclub or on any indoor dance floor. What's that? What's a handheld clack or clap fan?
Is that the one that folds out? That's a fold fan, though, isn't it? I don't know.
I don't know. But you can't have them in the nightclub or on a dance floor.
I don't know what a clack or clap fan is.
I've
never heard that term used before.
Nor have I. Okay.
We take our fan and put it on the ceiling. We made a ceiling fan. Okay. Let's see. My wife has an approved hairdryer she takes. Okay. Boots on the ground fan. Okay. Boots on the ground fan. The fans that drop or what? The fans that drag queens you. Chinese fan.
Oh. So it's just a fold fan like that?
Yeah, it's a fold. We call them fold fans. Yeah.
So why in the
I don't know why they're. I mean, I guess around COVID and stuff. I mean, all the breathing and stuff. I could see that blowing air and stuff in people's faces, but I don't know why that's an issue.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, they said probably because boots on the ground became popular.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay. So, Michelle, because the drag queens use them to clap and make people take notice.
Is that why?
Okay. You know, I guess we are just not up to times, Michelle.
I guess.
I haven't been to a drag show in a while. It's been
I don't know how that would be.
I don't know.
I don't know how that would be hazardous.
We just don't know, Michelle.
Okay.
We'll live in the little South that we're in, out in the middle of the country.
I'll live in my box.
Not in the big city world where all the, we'll learn it through White Lotus or some TV show. That's the only way. Or a live show. We're 4 minutes away here. So
All right.
CPAP machines.
I am going to go search boots on the ground after that.
No, please don't. We don't want that on the internet. Anthony will probably come up. All the ads will start coming up. Small personalized coolers, 12 by 12 by 12. Pets, live animals. Oh, no. Service dogs. I understand that. Flowers and plants.
Okay.
Wow. Musical instruments are allowed. Wait a minute. Musical instruments are allowed. However, a noise complaint is received, the instrument will be confiscated and returned to the guest. So wait a minute. You can't have a Bluetooth device speaker, but you can have a instrument?
So you can have a tuba?
More cowbells. Remember, Mike had the more cowbells out there dancing with it, doing the...
I just don't understand that, Nat. I just cannot understand it. How that thing has lived so long.
He's a survivor. He's a survivor.
It is a strong Nat. Okay.
They can be loud, light speakers, my guess is why.
I just don't understand.
Imagine 40 people making as much as noise as possible with them and then multiply it. Okay. So Mike's harmonica is legal. That's true.
Wow. Okay.
So wait a minute. Digital cameras, camcorders, DVDs, VCRs, USB sticks, iPods, Nintendo Xboxes cannot be used with the TV in the guest stateroom.
Okay.
Or suite, as the connection ports are disabled.
Oh, well, then you can't even try it then.
Yep. Ham radios, amateur radios, equipment. But remember, people do take the walkie-talkies on there. Google-type glasses are permitted on board in public areas, but cannot be worn at any gangway operation.
Okay.
And you can't wear them. You're not supposed to wear them when you ride the boat either.
We've had this.
We've
had this conversation.
Due to concerns for food and safety and contamination prevention, any food items brought on board must be prepackaged and unopened.
Barb, I want to see you do this right in front of the service desk to see what the reaction is.
What did she say?
She said, "I'm going to bring a violin and not take lessons."
Oh, Barb. I sold an old ham radio for like $500, but bought it for $1. You're about you're like Donald Trump there, Josh. Let's see. Items for port use only. Snorkel gear, segways. So you can bring segways.
You can bring your own Segway.
Skateboards, golf clubs, fishing rods, tennis rackets, kites, roller blades or skates, metal detectors, beach chairs, umbrellas.
So I can bring a metal detector on?
I've got one. Should we take it to the beaches to see if we can make some money?
No, let's not.
Beach tents, boogie boards, portable folding bicycles, flotation devices. I wonder if you can take on a noodle.
So you don't have to pay $19.99?
Well, it's down to $10.99 now, Michelle. So I think there's a little bit more on here, but that's the most part. Items that cannot be taken off the ship in the United States is animal products, unsealed food items, fruits and vegetables, agriculture and horticultural products, plants, cut flowers, and ship property.
Yeah, I think we all got that one.
Yeah. So we appreciate you guys hanging with us. I wish you all a very happy 4th of July.
Have fun.
Independence from the Brits.
Have
safe time.
food.
If you're grilling, don't overcook your food. Hope you don't get food poison. Hope all your cooks are great. Hope if you drink, you get a little buzz, maybe have a couple beers, but don't drive. Please don't drive.
Stay
safe. Don't go out there drunk trying to.
Please be safe. Setting off
light fireworks or anything like that. We don't want you to come back with
Don't go to the
3
emergency
fingers,
room.
not 5. Yeah. All right. So we hope you have a great night. Go check out Betsy over on Beach Police and Mike. I always say Betsy and Mike. Why can't I say Mike? I don't know. Because I'm Mike. Maybe I don't know.
Betsy and Mike.
Yep. So what are we going to go out on, Michelle?
I don't know. Something peaceful.
Let's go out on pier runners. Let's go out on pier runners.
Peaceful.
They barely made it. Y'all better come on. They got high somewhere.